Rain threads the cafe window, a cool smear of glass. Her phone lies face down between the cups. She laughs at a joke she didn't enjoy, then asks why you haven't posted her, eyes steadying. La Rochefoucauld would call this proud need in costume. Pride hates debt. It prefers rituals over confession. A test measures whether you'll supply admiration on demand. In the attention economy, questions wear velvet gloves. Self-love edits motives so dependence looks like sovereignty on camera. You think she's attacking you. She might be guarding pride. You chase the surface question, address the need beneath it. Posting equals tribute on a public chessboard of status. Your response windows signal boundaries more loudly than speeches. Look at the mirror, not the noise on glass. When you rush to explain, you volunteer your frame. When you pause, scarcity sharpens your value and tone. In dating dynamics, steadiness beats abundance every time. Courtly rooms, once fenced with compliments and challenges, maxims were armor when reputations carried real teeth. The same game lives inside stories, tags, and visibility. Social proof arranges pieces while you glance at feelings. Influence is tempo, not volume. Your calendar proves rank without speeches. Hold still, breathe low, let silence clean the board. You mistake compliance for kindness. She reads it as weakness. You believe reassurance must be endless. It must be earned. Masculine sovereignty lives where you conserve words and pace. So lift your gaze and meet her without flinching. Say less. Say it once, then offer a clean choice. Let her answer without theater. What reassurance would settle this? Name it. Give yes or no. You only lose the game you agree to play. Choose. La Rochefoucauld draws the map. Pride edits motives clean. We decorate self-interest until it looks like virtue. Tests let her seek status without saying she needs you. Reputation smiles, while dependence hides behind the curtain. Authority starts with definition, then with rules you live. You call it drama. You should call it a status audit. You argue facts. You should steady the frame. Public asks, are rituals that measure steadiness more than love clearly? In French courts, reputation was currency and armor. Compliments were blades, and envy watched from balconies. Maxims were forged to name the games of pride. What mattered was public gesture, not private sincerity or warmth. Same structure, new stage, amplified by the attention economy, story posts, tags, and visibility crown or strip rank. Reply latency, and who leads logistics broadcast boundaries. Your calendar proves whether mission outranks validation or the reverse. La Rochefoucauld's lens is cold, but it frees compassion. She may test because confession feels like a fall. Pride dodges debt. Tribute without earning tastes like weakness. Offer warmth with consequence. Masculine sovereignty pairs spine with care. Think in. Symbols you can carry through pressure. Throne means duty, not spectacle. Sit only when built. Forge means repetition. Strike standards until they ring clear. Value grows when scarcity and response windows teach proportion. You think pace is rudeness. It is respect for rank. You think reassurance must pour. You must make it rare. You see questions as storms. See them as weather reports. Choose rhythm over volume and let social proof accumulate. Define your markers before anyone else defines you. Standards reduce friction and shrink testing over time. In dating dynamics, steady pacing communicates earned value. State expectations plainly, then keep consequence quiet and consistent. Boundaries speak clearer than arguments in crowded rooms. Write one sentence by hand, then guard it everywhere. My attention follows my mission. My affection follows character. Place it where you decide texts, plans, and exits. If pride hides need, the first snare is where you offer it for free. Gravity. La Rochefoucauld names the trap with cold clarity. Projection makes you read her through your hunger. Self-love edits the scene until you look generous. She tests. You perform. The bargain hides beneath courtesy. Exhale. You are negotiating prestige while calling it romance. Need approval, and every gesture becomes a lever. Double typing turns into tribute in the attention economy. Instant availability auctions your boundaries for a cheaper price. Over-explaining advertises insecurity as service. Exhale. The pawn moves because you fear losing the queen. You think generosity buys respect. Scarcity sets the price. You think clarity ends tests. Steadiness ends them instead. Reply velocity shouts your rank more than claims. Exhale. Dating dynamics follow tempo before declarations. Courtrooms traded compliments like chips on a table. Overeager flattery shrank value and drew quiet contempt. The admired rationed praise and kept their posture upright. Gesture and timing were the rules you live. Exhale. The same market runs through stories, tags, visibility. She suggests distance. You rush gifts to pull her. She withholds. You volunteer plans, time, and emotional credit. Projection paints her as salvation instead of person. Your chase concedes value and writes tomorrow's script. Exhale. Masculine sovereignty dissolves when you pay to be chosen. Hold the mirror and watch your reflexes without defense. Identify the move that always follows your anxiety spike. Is it the paragraph text, the meme, or the sudden ride? Delete the one that kneels first in each exchange. Exhale. Response windows and silence restore oxygen to choice. Reframe the board with simple, measurable constraints. Fewer words, fewer fixes, better logistics, slower pace. Choose planned exits over speeches. Let social proof accumulate. Choose valuation over dramatics. Let boundaries speak plainly. Exhale. Power grows when you treat attention like a scarce resource. Remove one approval-seeking habit this week. No exceptions. No double texts. No midnight essays. No panic cinema. Let the pawn wait. Value does not sprint across boards. Breathe once, answer once, schedule once, then shut the phone. To escape the trap, you must face the mirror. La Rochefoucauld names the mirror, where alibis dissolve clean. Pride writes costumes and calls them circumstance. You tell yourself you had no choice. You did. Exhale. Responsibility begins where excuses end and standards start. You accepted late messages and replied within minutes. You explained feelings she didn't ask to understand. You rearranged your calendar to fix her hour. Exhale. Every rescue volunteered tomorrow's test and magnified it. One lens, one rule. Self-love edits the record in hindsight. You call it her pattern. You are training it. When you over-explain, you reward the provocation. Exhale. In dating dynamics, repetition educates faster than words. Sovereignty speaks through pace and placement, not arguments. Set response windows and keep them even under pressure. Let planned logistics replace anxious improvisation. Exhale. The attention economy punishes eagerness and rewards composure. Think throne, not theater. Duty, not display. Your boundaries guard the work that steadies your presence. Scarcity protects value when affection has spine. Exhale. Masculine sovereignty reads as quiet rhythm more than noise. Think forge, not fireworks. Practice until habits click. Choose 3 slots you will never trade for drama. Choose one night each week where your phone sleeps distant. Exhale. Routine hardens courage and makes choices automatic. You think refusal is cruelty. It's clarity offered early. You think slowness is disrespect. It's respect for rank. Say less, say once, then act in proportion. Exhale. Social proof grows when calm actions match language. Audit your threads like a strategist, not a critic. Mark where boundaries slipped and response windows collapsed. Notice which public gestures spiked tests and calmed pace. Exhale. The attention economy remembers patterns longer than apologies or speeches. Now, pick the lever you always pull in panic. Is it the double text, the essay, or the flowers? Remove it for 1 week and watch the tempo settle. Exhale. Your rules you live will retrain the exchange. Micro-action, written and obeyed without exceptions. Default response window, 4 to 12 hours. Logistics planned, praise rare, exits calm. When you stop volunteering, another tension appears. Paradox. La Rochefoucauld names the paradox with a steady blade. Admiration follows strength. Flattery without strength breeds contempt. Desire rises where value stays scarce and proportioned. Exhale. Mystery is oxygen, and overexposure is glare. You believe constant reassurance is care. You drain value. You think silence is cold. You're building gravity instead. She tests to locate center, not to hear speeches. Exhale. In dating dynamics, tempo outranks the transcript. Chess teaches that winning is tempo, not noise. Every instant reply donates initiative across the board. Flooding texts turns praise into background static. Exhale. Set response windows so boundaries speak for you. Mirror the signal, not the anxiety in her eyes. Offer one clear line, then schedule the plan. Over-communication tries to purchase trust on credit. Exhale. The attention economy discounts whatever arrives endlessly. Public exclusivity too soon lowers your perceived center. Changing plans to please advertises dependence, not devotion. Praise too often becomes sugar water, thin and tiring. Exhale. Masculine sovereignty pairs warmth with consequence and pace. The admired ration compliments and guard proportion carefully. They time affection so tension can carry weight. Grace appears when timing and measure meet. Exhale. Proportion preserves value and keeps polarity alive. You chase tests to prove your worth again. She escalates tests because proof is never enough. Validation on command devalues the giver immediately. Exhale. Choose earned reassurance over performances and tribute. Choose rhythm over volume when you feel pulled. Choose logistics over theory when emotions surge hot. Choose scarcity over flood when attention feels cheap. Exhale. Dating dynamics remember patterns more than promises. One rhetorical question for your private audit tonight: why rush? If the bond is real, it survives a measured pace. If it isn't, speed won't stitch it together. Exhale. Timing wins more battles than explanations do. Replace paragraphs with one steady line and plan. Good with Friday. Confirm time by noon. Let the candle flame steady while the wind hits. Keep boundaries visible. Keep your calendar immune to storms and theater. But steadiness has a cost. You must accept dissent. Pride resents the witness who withholds tribute. When you stop feeding, the room chills. Stories move, whispers braid into narratives. Exhale. In the attention economy, silence looks loud. The courtyard watches who holds pace. She may accuse, withdraw, or mock your steadiness. Group chats stitch captions on your name. Public frames make private restraint look cruel. Exhale. Social proof tilts hard when boundaries replace tribute. Screens amplify grievance beyond the room. You call it rejection. It's a stress test of your standard. You think you must explain. You must walk. Reply once, then keep response windows predictable. Exhale. Dating dynamics reward tempo over rescue speeches. Keep scarcity visible and kindness proportioned. In salons, restraint signaled rank without a trumpet. Courtiers who refused flattery were iced out. Reputation dipped before it learned to rise. Exhale, the same physics governs explore pages and timelines. Think forge, not theatre. Shape presence under heat. Think storm, not scandal. Let mission be weather. Your calendar guards the work that steadies you. Exhale, the rules you live keep masculine sovereignty intact. Guard mornings for craft, evenings for presence. Hold pace when her captions sharpen their teeth. Quiet no's prevent endless tribunals in comments. Logistics beat arguments. Plans answer accusations softly. Exhale, scarcity and pacing teach value without theatre. You label the smear as truth. It is theatre. You treat silence as guilt. It is discipline. Standards speak clearer than live-streamed explanations. Exhale. Response windows stabilize the room more than statements. Choose discipline over public commentary. Expect solitude when tribute is no longer free. Expect mockery when your pace refuses theatre. Train stillness. Remove the audience from your phone. Exhale. Take a 48-hour social detox after rupture. Walk the courtyard alone while the rain decides. Keep plans, keep work, keep your replies measured. You think defense persuades, distance teaches, faster. Exhale, pay the cost, and let social proof arrange. Seal the standard like wax on a letter. Let storms spend themselves against your gate. Exhale, keep walking while opinions rearrange themselves. Standards mean little without steps path. Standards first, then warmth scaled to proportion. You think standards reduce love, they refine it. Exhale, value grows when rules you live remain visible. Throne means duty before display, placement before speech. Your calendar declares rank without arguing feelings. Exhale, masculine sovereignty reads as rhythm, not noise. Chess clock thinking, pace is power, not haste. Decide response windows and keep them under heat. You think boundaries are walls, they are doors with locks. Exhale, dating dynamics stabilize when tempo stays consistent. Pre-plan dates with start, location, and clean exit. Offer one line, then schedule, kill paragraph negotiations. Use voice notes, not essays, when emotions surge. Exhale, attention, economy, discounts anything offered without scarcity. Praise should be rare, specific, and tied to character. Pair warmth with consequence when standards are crossed. Decline gracefully, then resume your chosen pace. Exhale, gravity forms where reassurance stops being on demand. Respect your work blocks like a contract signed. Protect mornings for craft, protect training and sleep. Say no to midweek chaos unless pre-agreed. Exhale, social proof accumulates around men who honor commitments. Audit your logistics before lecturing her motives. Do plans arrive early or only after drama? Rearrange order so reliability precedes intensity. Exhale, steadiness is romantic when safety and leadership meet. State expectations on exclusivity and public respect. No triangles, no threats, no breadcrumb attention games. Silence repeated tests by letting consequences proceed. Exhale, boundaries teach faster than explanations ever could. Calibrate reassurance to the effort she invests. Small earns small. Consistent earns more presence. You remain kind while refusing tribute performances. Exhale. Proportion keeps polarity alive, without cruelty or games. Write your 3 non-negotiables, and 1 consequence each. Share calmly when it becomes relevant and necessary. Place them somewhere you decide texts and plans. Exhale. These commitments are anchors when pressure surges. Choose rhythm over volume whenever feelings spike. Choose logistics over apology whenever narratives swirl. Choose scarcity over flood whenever value feels thin. Exhale. Keep the stone warmth of composure in motion. Once you stand, you must reframe the other integration. Begin with the person, not the pattern. La Rochefoucauld reads vanity as armor against dependence. Some tests hide pride's request. Exhale. Calm strength lets the mirror reflect safely. Human first, then rolls clear and steady. Private reassurance beats public performance. Attention economy confuses care with theater. Exhale. Dating dynamics stabilize when response windows hold firm. You label her manipulative. You can call her guarded. You center blame. You can choose responsibility. Separate her from the ritual her pride rehearses. Exhale. Masculine sovereignty pairs warmth with consequence. Offer the mirror. Don't press it to her cheek. Invite clarity in small units she can carry. One line, one plan. No paragraphs under pressure. Exhale. Boundaries feel safe when proportion stays steady. Salons cooled once. Status felt secure. Compliments landed because scarcity protected their edge. Grace followed timing more than explanations. Exhale. Rhythm carries respect farther than loud affection. Cameo. Jung's shadow lives in both of you. Each brings disowned need and projects it onto the other. Name your peace. Let hers arrive without force. Exhale. Confession is chosen when the room stays dignified. Modern cues still apply. Read signals without panic. Public tags mislead. Private honesty is better data. Voice notes beat essays. Logistics beat apologies. Exhale. Social proof grows when your calendar stays unmoved. You think distance means punishment. It can mean composure. You think agreement equals harmony. Enablement multiplies chaos. Choose steadiness over speed when tests start circling. Exhale. Scarcity and rhythm teach value without corrections. Micro-action. Open palm, not threat. Name the reassurance that would help, and I'll say yes or no. Then keep pace and pair yes with proportion. Exhale. Clear yes or clear no tames spirals quickly. If she names need, reward honesty with presence. If she chooses theater, let consequence move quietly. Hold the mirror without heat. Keep the forge gentle. Exhale. You steward tone, not outcomes, and accept limits. 2 chairs, light between, no one pressed. Speak briefly, decide simply, and honor your standard. With the mirror clean, you choose a higher aim standard. La Rochefoucauld lifts the aim above appetite and noise. Order self-love to a worthy craft, and the room steadies. You think desire makes the mission makes desire. Exhale. Respect follows service, not applause or constant proof. Throne as duty. Sit because you carry weight. Your calendar is the scepter that never lies. Mission-first blocks make gravity visible without speeches. Exhale. Boundaries become architecture the attention economy can't shake. Forge as discipline. Repetition anneals courage and focus. Choose 3 keystones and burn them into routine. Protect mornings for work. Protect training and sleep. Exhale. Masculine sovereignty grows from untraded hours and pace. Rare praise, clean exits, and proportioned warmth. Admiration lands when sincerity pairs with scarcity and timing. Flooded reassurance turns sweet into thin and tiring. Exhale. Dating dynamics reward rhythm more than declarations. Public exclusivity too soon drains the mystery you need. Keep response windows steady and logistics precise. A single line plus a scheduled plan replaces essays. Exhale. Predictable gravity is quieter and twice as strong. You think love demands proofs. Love respects standards and proportion. You think speed means care. Care is consistency across weeks. You mistake compliance for kindness. Kindness needs a spine. Exhale. Clarity ends spirals faster than performances. 72 hours, written and obeyed without exception. Lock 3 mission blocks on your calendar now. Script 1 honest affirmation you can actually mean. Exhale. Decline 1 low-value test. and record the result. Measure what holds shape under heat, not what trends. Let social proof accrue to the man who keeps tempo. Lead dates you propose, then exit on time. Exhale, your rules you live, teach value better than speeches. Keep your frame when narratives test pace. Post less, build more, let results speak. Standards travel. Apologies stay local. Exhale, boundaries turn pressure into gravity. Mission first, attention follows. Respect becomes the residue. Give praise sparingly, give presence deliberately. Walk when tribute is priced on demand. Exhale, the standard is the invitation, not a cage. Hold the standard, and the right people step forward standard.